Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of our yearly and 3-month podcast, the Corner Store Rats podcast, Cornercast, whatever we want to call it. Like honestly, it's probably something else different. But today we got a very, very, very special guest slash permanent member, really, the famous Twitch streamer Kinda Board.
Yes, the permanent guest.
The the permanent guest. That's right. If we have another guest, he's gonna be with us. But today, I'm pretty sure last time we did our first episode, we weren't really prepared. I think with topics, but this time, we got some topics to talk about.
Yep.
And I want to start it off strong with Kinda Board.
Ooh.
I want
mine first.
I want that big piece, that big juicy topic you got.
Oh my God, this is
That you teased me a little bit.
kind of a big one.
It is.
Let's start off with the big one. Let's get it.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually shifted a little bit from what I told you, Mr.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Oh, all right.
So it was going to be just, the Japanese side of things with PlayStation, but I thought it'd be a better idea after looking at all of it, just how PlayStation is going about how they're doing it now.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of interesting to look at now that they kind of won, the PS4 and Xbox One side of everything. They're kind of going back to, I don't know if you remember this stuff, but the PS3 and Xbox 360 days were
Yes, absolutely.
pretty whack, yeah.
Yeah.
And PlayStation was on top of everything. So, Elijah and Sawyer, do you know about all that kind of stuff? Like the basically like how they saw themselves in a position of power over Xbox and all that, how it kind of led to their downfall.
No.
No, I'm not familiar.
Okay, good, because I wrote down everything.
Okay.
All right,
Just
good.
in
I got a
case.
full seminar going on.
Right? We have this is quite a few things to go through. So it all started off with the PS3 E3 where nothing memorable happened. It was kind of, not only was it not that good, but Xbox had already been out for like almost a year at that point, so there was already people who
Are
bought
on
the
the
Xbox.
next gen.
Wait,
Yeah,
this-
we're already
this-
on the next gen.
This was the PS3?
Yeah.
Yeah, PS3 came out a
Oh,
year later.
Shit. Okay.
And it
I
came out-
I don't
yeah,
know this. Okay.
And yeah, we're gonna get to that right now.
All right.
Xbox 360 launched their console for like $299 with just the base console. I forget what the 360 package was. That was $100 more. But so that's like $400.
Uh-huh.
Here comes PS3, where they launch a 20 gigabyte console for $500
What?
and a 60 gig for $600.
Holy
I didn't.
shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I
it
do
was
not
pretty.
remember this
It's
at
pretty
all.
damn expensive because there was a lot of like just shit in it, right? There's like an SD card thing. There was some other like fucking card thing that Sony made for whatever that they threw in there so that people could use. There was the Blu-ray thing. It was basically all this stuff stacked on it, made it super expensive, or whatever.
Mhm.
Mind you, this is after being announced that it's coming out a year later. It's also going to be way more fucking expensive.
What
But
the
hey, it has
fuck?
Right.
Blu-ray.
What, wa-
Yeah,
what was the-
though.
Did you see what was the? So you said 360 released $299, right?
Yeah.
What was the space on there?
The space was about the same, I believe, because they
Ooh.
didn't start out huge.
Ooh.
Right, they
alright.
weren't like, what is it? Launch space. Maybe.
Sawyer is right. It just say we got the Blu-ray though.
The
Yeah, we got the Blu-ray.
Blu-ray adds the extra 200.
300.
Right.
Wasn't like the base like super small? Like I remember mine only had like 4 gigabytes
What?
or something.
Yeah, it was something like super
Dude,
tiny.
it was
I
tiny.
think,
remember.
Like
I
I
think
had
the
to,
Pro one was like 20
I wasn't-
or something.
20 gigabytes. That doesn't even fit like a new game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what.
God
Yeah,
damn.
like when GTA 5 came out, I had to go and buy a whole nother hard drive
Oh
just for
my
this one
God,
game.
I
I had-
remember that.
If I had even gotten rid of everything that was on my Xbox at the time, I still couldn't have downloaded
Oh
it.
my god.
It was horrible.
Right? But they also released in a different era, though, right? It was like 2005. The internet still wasn't like
True.
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
huge.
Games weren't being installed on the consoles anyways. Like
Yeah, so.
that wasn't the
That,
norm.
Yeah,
they
it's just
fixed
crazy
it
to
later,
think about.
obviously. They released big gigabyte consoles or whatever. But when it started off, they
Yeah.
didn't see the need for it yet, which is fair
Yeah.
for the time that it was in.
So how did this unveiling come out? Like, what was the reaction to people finding out that the 20 gigabyte one was only $500 compared to the $299.
Well, the price points in general, people were not happy about at all.
I can see
20
that.
20 gigabytes or 60 didn't even matter. Shit was 500 at the cheapest.
Fuck.
Like, you had to pull out a mortgage for that, bro.
Wait a minute. What was the lineup of games?
What was the lineup of games? I don't even remember. I know. Uncharted was slated to come out a little bit later.
Okay.
It wasn't a launch thing, but they did announce that. I forgot. Let's see. Launch PS3 titles. Let's find out. All right, let's see. We had
They had giant enemy crabs.
giant
What?
enemy crabs.
What?
Blast Factor,
Ooh.
Call of Duty 3,
The fuck?
Genji Days of the Blade, Madden NFL 7, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire, NBA 07, and NBA 2K7.
Wow, what a piece of shit.
Whack.
That's what it launched with,
That is the shittiest fucking lineup I've ever heard of.
right?
The only
Got Blu-ray.
Blu-ray, guys.
What are you
Blu-ray.
missing?
What
are you missing?
the Blu-ray in the 360 though? No, shut the fuck up.
Okay, this has nothing to do with any of this, but you want to know something fun about the Blu-ray?
What?
Because Blu-ray discs were being made by Sony, so that's why Microsoft didn't have a Blu-ray player,
Yeah.
because it was a Sony thing. They had HD DVD players
Ew.
that you could get for it. Yeah, if we remember what that is.
I've always heard about it, but I never got it.
I've seen one before. That's about as far as it went.
Oh wait, hold on. All right, I'm gonna look this up. Xbox 360 launch titles.
I don't think they really had great launch titles either, but they came out a year before Sony, so
True.
Xbox got Cameo.
yeah.
Ooh, they got that.
Got Cameo.
Need for Speed's Most Wanted, Condemned Criminal Origins, Call of Duty 2.
Okay.
Oh, King Kong, dude.
Okay.
That game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That one.
360. Oh man, 360 was
Take
the
me
best.
back.
Take me back. All right. Okay,
All right.
so continue.
All right, so also on the developer side, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about this before. Did you ever hear the PS3 architecture is just fucking weird?
Yeah, no one liked
I
to make
do
games
a
for it
little
and
bit.
shit.
Yeah, I remember Valve. They said that they did not want to
Yeah.
make any games for the PlayStation 3 because it was just so complicated.
Oh yeah, that's why PS3 games usually kind of run like shit when it comes to third parties, because it was so hard to make games for.
The fuck? That sounds like the Wii U. I remember the Wii U had the same problem.
Yeah, but Sony had a reason for it, which was
Oh.
they were hoping. Well, obviously the hardware was super advanced when you got into the later years of the PS3. Games look amazing on there, but the one thing they were hoping to do was that the architecture would be so strange that developers would just focus on that console to make games for it, because they'd
What the
have to
fuck?
like know that hardware so well.
That is the dumbest.
That is so
It is
ass
really
backwards. What the
Actually
fuck?
retarded. So, and then the inverse happened, where because it was so hard to make, they just decided to make everything for the 360 and then just
Yeah.
horribly port it to the PS3 later.
Left 4
Oh
Dead.
my god.
Fucking-
Their logic was
What else
like,
for the 360?
hey,
Halo.
like
That was bad.
Well, Halo was exclusive.
Yeah. But I was
Yeah,
mad about
they
like,
didn't port
fucking
it.
Left 4 Dead too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, oh, you had
They're
the
like-
PS3,
like,
huh?
they think-
Yeah, I had PS3.
Fuck.
I had Little Big Planet. I wouldn't trade that for the world, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
That game
well,
was so
I remember.
good.
I remember. I was jealous of Little Big Planet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I looked at it. I didn't really dig it.
dude.
I thought it was
Play
Dude,
hide
I
and
need
go
to
seek.
play
You
that.
make friends on those. Do the maps. You get in. You
All
get
the
in with
maps.
random people. Talk shit to them. Be your friends. Do whatever. Take
Oh,
people's
man.
creations. Take me back.
I remember when I was social on 360. Okay.
The olden
so
days.
yeah, so they decided to make their shit weird and thought the weirdness would attract developers.
Yeah,
But,
well,
of
not
course,
as
that was
much
the
attract
opposite.
developers, but more just it takes so much time to develop for that. They wouldn't have as much for like the
Take-
360.
Oh, what?
priority.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically.
And that just doesn't make
okay.
sense.
What the fuck?
That was kind of a strategy with it.
all right, all right.
What is it?
I can. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I mentioned this earlier, which is the dates, because PS3
Yeah.
came out November 11th, 2006. And the Xbox 360 came out November 22nd, 2005.
Was there a reason for this?
I don't know if there was a specific reason, but I do know that that year lead did huge numbers for the Xbox 360,
Well, yeah.
obviously. But yeah, I don't know if there's a specific reason as to why
Huh. All
Sony
right.
came so late. They didn't care though. If you look at their marketing and stuff, they always just kept doing their thing. And then yeah, this is another thing I was gonna say. It just says Halo 3 what I wrote down, but it's more so the exclusives that Xbox 360 had.
Yeah.
Because this is like the earlier half of the generation. You had obviously Halo 3, you had Gears, you had Crackdown, which was coming out.
Crackdown.
I was
That was
Yeah,
jealous
good.
of every
Crackdown,
single
that was
of
a
these
big
games,
one.
Too. List them all,
Yeah,
baby.
with like
It breaks my heart.
breaks my heart.
There was the Cameo, which was an exclusive.
Yeah, you had
Don't
stuff
even
like that
know.
coming out, which is just like blowing people away. Like this is amazing. And then what is it? Although was it September 1st, 2009 is where I'd say Sony started to really turn it around.
I was about to say there is definitely. I know there was a point where at least
There was
I
a
do
little
think
bit of a
360.
turnaround point.
360, I do think definitely won the generation, but there was like a point where PS3 was actually like people were recognizing it and be like, oh
Yeah.
shit,
It was
look at
like-
these games are
When the
infamous.
slimmer one came
I'd say yeah,
And the
that's
price
actually what
dropped.
I was just saying.
out. Oh, really?
Is yeah, the
But that's
Slim
what I
came
got.
out on September 1st, 2009.
And I still
was
have
the
it.
price
Released
for
at
that?
300.
Yeah.
300.
300.
Wait, so did they keep the 500 and the 600
Oh,
price? Were they adamant about that?
Oh no. They
No,
they
okay.
dropped it a bit later, but it still wasn't enough. So when they came out with the Slim, they dropped it to like 300.
Wow. Okay.
You could-
Yeah,
That's
so
funny.
they
The
let you
upgraded
upgrade it, yeah.
version. Yeah, the upgraded version, and they put it the same price as the 360, which was, you know,
Yeah.
fucking already the same.
Was it?
Oh my god.
Wasn't there
What's
the
up?
promotion you could bring in your old PS3 to get it upgraded too?
Was
I think I remember something like that.
Like my
What the
uncle.
I think he had to pay extra still, but
Oh really? Because my uncle was able to take in his bulky like PS3, and then he got the slim.
oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking about it.
Let me see.
I don't know, but there might have been something like that.
360. When did I'm not sure if you looked this up. When did the 360 Slim come out or whatever?
Oh, the 360. I didn't look that part up because that wasn't as big.
I think
But
that was like more like 2011, 2012-ish, I want to say.
Well, the Kinect came out
Mm.
2010.
Probably.
And the Slim was already out before then, I think, or the Slim came out with the Kinect
Oh,
at least.
yeah, the Slim.
Yeah,
the
no,
Slim
you're right. It was with the
before
Kinect. It was
Yeah.
2010.
Oh, it was with the Kinect. Oh shit. Okay.
That's what I got.
Okay, so they released it like a year later.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 360s or whatever.
Yes. Oh yeah, it was okay. I guess it was maybe
So I was-
Slim, but yeah, 360.
I was gonna say before Michael had mentioned the Slim, like when they turned it around or when PS3 was becoming more recognized was after the whole motion sensing thing. I think because didn't Xbox or not Xbox PS3 had its little what were those the wand thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they
the
did.
Move.
I don't think.
Move.
Yeah.
I think
I
that was
think-
more of a side project. It wasn't as much
Actually-
like a.
They
Oh?
mostly use those controllers for the VR now.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna
that's right.
say, I think because 360 had the same thing with Kinect. You know, they both
Yeah.
came out with their own thing. I remember PlayStation Move and then Kinect.
Yeah,
but
there's
I'm pretty
a
sure
huge...
both of them did not like, you know, do well.
No.
Kinect and the Move.
There's
I'm
actually
pretty sure.
a big thing. I'll get to that with that in
Oh,
just a
okay.
minute.
Sorry,
So-
we're skipping ahead. We're
Don't
skipping
worry,
ahead.
don't worry, you're fine. But I also wanted to mention the marketing they did for the PS3.
Yeah.
Right?
That
Does anyone
weird
remember the
shit.
old stuff? Yeah, like the baby heads.
Oh my god, the baby
the,
What?
crying.
the weird
Wait,
Rubik's
oh my
Cube
God.
solving itself and
Wait.
stuff and all that. Oh, please. Are you going to look it up? Please do.
I was just looking at marketing.
PS3 marketing. What if I
Look
just
up the
look
baby one.
videos. Here we go.
The baby,
Ew.
the baby
The
commercial.
fuck is this? I do remember this. I do remember this
Oh
marketing.
my god.
Like,
Yeah,
oh
that was
yeah,
the
it's
Weird
just in the
shit they were
room.
just doing.
Oh,
That
I
was
forgot about
PS3
this.
when it
Why
started.
isn't this loading? Bullshit.
Oh, Jurassic the Hunted. I don't know why that popped up, but
Okay, which one am I looking at? Baby heads?
Yeah, the baby. PS3
Oh my
baby commercial.
god.
It's fucking horrifying.
ugh. This looks like a YouTube dark thing.
Right? They just did weird shit like this.
Ew, it's
But
locked
they
at 240.
As soon as the Slim came out, they completely flipped the marketing around and it got a lot like better. So they started promoting like the features the PS3 had and how it's like $300 now. and they had this nice looking guy in a suit,
Oh,
like
yeah,
in a
that
complete
one
PS3 store thing. Yeah, you know what I'm talking
I don't know
about.
what
Like,
he is. It was just 300,
I would-
$3.99 everywhere.
I just
Yeah,
finished this
I remember those
commercial.
commercials.
I just finished this. I would have
I did
gone
too.
nightmares from this. 100%.
right?
Wow, what-
We did.
Dude,
It's legitimately
I
scary.
was 6 years
What the
old.
fuck?
I was 6 years old when this came out. I would have shit my pants.
Yeah.
I couldn't even watch like horror movie films or like trailers. I would have cried. Jesus Christ. Okay.
What? So I have a question about the marketing. Was this for their marketing in the U.S.? Was this like a U.S. team working on this, or was this them over in Japan?
I want to say it was probably the Japanese side.
Because I could, yeah, these commercial that commercial definitely reminds me of like Japanese
Yeah,
commercials.
like
that I've
don't
seen.
quote me on that. But
Yeah,
that's
kind
what
of
I
board
want to
quote.
say.
Already quoted
Kind of
too
board
late.
quote, 'cause
You're
we're
gonna
still
get
in that
canceled if
era
you're
where it
wrong.
was more Japan focused.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
I'll just say. Okay, no, continue.
Okay. And then obviously all their exclusives that started coming out around that time, because they had some before,
Mhm.
or whatever. But they started putting like huge ones out. Like you had like Uncharted 2, Demon Souls,
True.
Infamous.
Yeah.
You had like, and then even later you had like Killzone 2, Last of Us, Twisted
Yeah.
Metal, stuff like that. You know,
yeah,
just
I always forget Last of Us was on PS3.
right.
Always forget.
It looks so good.
But that was near the end of the PS3 era.
That's what I was saying. More towards the end, but. And then, yeah, we had the PlayStation Move
Mhm.
or
I
whatever.
was gonna say, do you think was the reason why they did that was because the whole Wii, like how
Oh
big
yeah.
the Wii was?
Oh
okay.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was like their way to just, like
Motion
get into
controls,
that.
Yep.
Which I'm sure 360 did the same, Microsoft, but at least they did it differently.
Yeah, they did. But this is where the big problem came in, right?
Oh.
This is where Xbox 360 started falling flat on its face. Because what is it? The Kinect sold extremely well.
Yeah.
And because of that, they just wanted to become like an all-around media entertainment console for like,
yes.
you know, watching movies and streaming things and stuff, and then also just being the casual gaming people of the Kinect.
Mm-hmm.
So they really didn't have any like big games after that.
remember
mean, there
that.
was Halo 4 and like stuff like that. Yeah.
I remember
So
they had like
they kind of fucked up their generation at that point.
I remember they had come out with like they came out with like a new Kinect bar that was like it was like more sleek and it was like it was like you'd buy an Xbox 360 as like a home theater type replacement or something. Like they gave you like came out with like a fucking digital player remote so you could use your Xbox like a DVD player. It's like no
Oh yeah.
nobody
yes.
wanted that.
Exactly, but Microsoft's like, oh, everyone
You
wants
can
it.
yell
dude.
at your fucking Kinect across your room. Turn on.
That's always my favorite when people played games online and used the Kinect for a microphone.
Oh my god.
You could hear the TV.
I think people would like fuck with them too, say like Connect or Xbox
Oh,
off.
yeah,
And they'll
all
yell
the
it and they're
time.
like, it's happened before.
It's so fucking funny.
Dude,
I
I had a Skyrim
so oh
I
yeah.
had Skyrim Special Edition, and you could use the fucking command prompts to do shit in the game, and I'd be yelling
The
"Bus
fuck?
Rodot" at my fucking Connect from across the room.
Oh,
I
Oh
could
my
never
God.
get
I
that
remember
shit to
this.
work.
I remember
Half the
that.
time it didn't, but when it did, he felt kind of cool.
It felt pretty cool.
I felt like I was Dovahkiin.
But yeah, because Microsoft was focusing on that, but the PS3 had their Move thing, but that wasn't like a. It was like I said, it was more of a side thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like it wasn't like the main focus.
Yeah.
So they kept offering like really good exclusives and stuff, and then that's what leads us into the PS4 and the Xbox One now, where Sony made their big comeback and Xbox is falling from grace.
Yeah.
Do you remember what Xbox? So like the biggest thing that really fucked them over. There was a couple big things that fucked them over when they announced it. Do you remember what their? I guess. Well, you kind of already talked about it, but yeah, at the release or whatever, the reveal, they basically said they want to be more entertainment focused for the Xbox One.
Oh yeah,
Like
Yeah,
that's what they were trying to
that's
go
what I was
towards.
about to talk about. Yeah,
That's what I thought. Like this is where I'm starting to remember a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is where our era comes in, and it
Yeah.
probably gets a lot more clear,
Yeah.
right? Where they're showing off like, oh, Netflix and all this stuff for the Xbox One.
Mhm.
You could watch
Oh my
football while you
God,
play Madden.
They did do that. They did. They were like, look at the Netflix,
That
like, look
was-
at all that instead of showing games.
That was the whole conference. That was their reveal for the Xbox.
Do you remember the second big controversy thing they announced at the reveal?
Oh yeah, are you talking about
What
the
was
games
it?
policy?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep,
Right,
I
right,
remember that clearly. I actually had. There's a thing I have about PS4 winning because of that.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we had. Do you remember that, Elijah and Sawyer?
No.
The game policy they
Go
had.
on, tell me.
What
Oh,
was
so
it again?
If
Was
you
it like...
okay, so they had special codes to the discs.
Oh,
or they were
yeah,
going to.
You couldn't.
Yeah, you-
fucking-
yeah.
Wait.
So you couldn't sell them used or give them to friends
Fuck.
without them paying the fee again because there was a
Oh my
code to
God,
that specific disc.
Oh.
That meant that if you put it in your console that you played it, and it's now considered a used copy. So
Yep.
if someone else gets it, they have to pay for it again, even
What?
if they have the disc.
So it's like a full $60.
So there's like,
Yeah.
there's
so if you would let them borrow it.
so okay, so if you wanted to resell a fucking copy, you couldn't do that pretty much.
No.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that-
like that
Unless
was
it was
also a
just you
big thing with
can get-
GameStop. GameStop hated. They did
Oh,
not like that
yeah,
idea
they
either.
were pissed. They didn't even know about it until that happened.
I
Uh-huh.
have
And they're like, what the fuck
Dude,
is this?
I've literally gone my entire life never hearing about this. That's fucking
Really?
horrid.
They also
Really? Yeah, that was...
That was the console
That
killer there, dude.
destroyed Xbox
Yeah.
right off the bat.
Why would they do that?
there was also a third. I guess there was actually a third big thing they announced, and that was really bad, and was not received well. Do you know that one, Michael?
It's not the Kinect being bundled with the console, was it?
No.
Okay,
No.
because I remember
It
that was a
was-
big thing.
What?
Because you
So
couldn't buy
they-
a console without the Kinect.
Okay.
True, and then like literally like probably a few months after it came out, they just didn't give a shit about the Kinect anymore.
Yeah.
But they also said, I remember, the Xbox was gonna be like, I think it's called DRM. So basically, the Xbox had to be online always
Oh, yeah,
to be able
that's
to play any of
right.
your games.
That's
so if you were offline,
right.
if you had no internet, you couldn't play like a single player game.
Wait,
Yeah, you had to be online constantly.
that's even with disc.
And the
Yep.
Kinect had to be plugged
That's
in,
even
too.
with disc games. Holy
Yes.
shit!
So that was like a big thing. It's like, wait, what about people in like small areas or small towns with like not good internet? And,
Yeah.
Like I remember, I think someone brought that up to like someone like Phil Spencer or something. Just like, oh well.
Well,
I don't
It
know.
might have been Angry Joe.
they're like, if you could pay for,
I think probably.
And it wasn't Phil Spencer at the time. Phil Spencer
wasn't-
comes
oh,
in
it wasn't.
later.
Really? Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
Phil Spencer's a later person. He's the reason I think Xbox is where they are right now.
Mm.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and then
Remember
I
fucking,
don't know.
oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
PlayStation's comeback with the fucking sharing games and shit.
I was about to say,
Oh, yeah?
Michael, I don't know too much about. I know PS4 was definitely like better, way more well received of their announcement. But do you know like specifically like how they did it better when they announced theirs
Wait, what's up? Just say it
with
one more
PS?
time.
Oh, there was another thing too. Sorry, Xbox One. It was also $500, while PS4 announced it was $400.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that at
Yeah.
some point. That's why I said with the Kinect, because that's what made it $500.
Oh.
Was the fact that the Kinect always came with it.
Yeah, but at that point, people basically hated the Kinect.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And that just gave them a reason to hate it more.
Yeah, the only reason why it sold so well was because everyone's like, "What? Motion sensor? Fuck yeah, the next gaming, like next
Yeah.
gen, like gaming."
But
And
then,
then
like I
once they
said,
got it, they're like, "This is a piece of shit."
360 focused way too hard on it and not on actual games, and then everyone
Yeah.
hated it.
And they try to shove it down your throat. The next generation, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
it's like you're pissing on fire.
you know,
Right.
but yeah, basically PlayStation did like complete opposite, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
send in the Discord. This is the exact moment that PS4 won.
Yes.
That's it right there.
I remember this.
one.
oh wait,
As soon in like 2 hours after Xbox announced
Kinda
their
looks
disc
like you,
thing,
Jesus.
Sony comes out with this. It kind of
Step
does look
one.
like.
I'm gonna.
That's
Wait,
funny.
what'd you say? It looked like Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I thought.
Oh, yeah,
He's
that does
just
look
like
like
a
me a
dude.
bit.
Okay.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna watch this.
Yeah.
So loud.
Please do.
Talk about the Asian one,
It's
right?
so loud.
Yeah, of course.
There we go.
Wow, that was a fucking total fuck you to Microsoft. I totally forgot about
Yeah,
that.
they saw their opportunity and they fucking took it, dude.
Within like, would you say 2 hours?
Yeah,
Oh
it was
my
like
God.
2 hours after they announced
They
it.
said
put
set up
this
the
out.
curtain, put the camera right there,
Yeah.
grab a copy
Oh,
of
yeah,
Killzone,
yeah.
grab that copy of Killzone right there. It's gonna be fun.
Quick. We have
Right
to
there,
do
right there,
this.
that copy.
Fucking dead. Fuck.
Oh my.
That's where PS4 won.
I can't believe
Consoles weren't even out yet.
this is a whole hidden shade of history that I never knew existed. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
I'm glad. showing you this though. That's pretty funny.
I can't believe Xbox did this.
They really were digging their own
But
fucking grave.
I do know though they definitely backtracked or backpedal a lot of the stuff.
Oh yeah, but it was
they
too late by that
said.
point.
Yeah, it was too late. Like I'm pretty sure they backtracked before like they even released it, so they got rid of the whole always online.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got rid of that after people were like, "What the fuck? This is stupid." And then, of course, Elijah, like you didn't even know about it. They got rid of the whole sharing, like paying to
they
let people
did
borrow
get
your
rid of
game.
that, I think. Fucking God.
They did. So yeah, it wasn't there when it was released.
Holy shit, that is the stupidest Like,
Yeah, it's
And I'm
pretty dumb.
I'm trying to think. Did they also backtrack on the whole entertainment shit, or did they try to still stick with
They
that?
did another conference where they started showing off more games, but they were still
true.
sticking to the
That's what
we
I
want
thought.
this to be the all entertainment kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's mostly because of the head of Xbox at the time. I can't remember. I think it was Jason Holtman. It was either Jason Holtman or someone else. I don't remember. I think it was Jason. But Phil Spencer comes in later, and then is where shit starts to turn around a little bit.
Also, I want to say, I'm pretty sure a lot of people like the PS4 UI way better than the Xbox One when they released. Because I remember people were saying like the Xbox One was like almost like a Windows thing, but it was just weird and blocky.
Yeah.
While PlayStation 4 was just smooth, I guess.
Is it still like
Right.
that? Or did they
Yeah.
update it now? Nah.
Well, I'm trying to remember. It's fucking been like 2 years or a year since I've turned on my Xbox. But I think they maybe changed it a little bit just to make it a little bit better, but it still just looked blocky. All right, is there more? I'm sure there's more to this little
Yeah,
lesson
we get to
you're
the
telling us.
PS4 side where $400 for the starting price.
True.
Right, where we got that. Obviously, they talked about your games can be shared amongst each other. They said that during their conference. They also said your console
They did
doesn't
have-
have to be online all the time.
Sorry, I forgot. Also, PlayStation, their conference was literally right after Xbox.
Oh yeah.
They had to
So, like,
put
an
this
hour or
shit in
something.
real
And like
quick.
10 minutes of it was basically like we're not doing what Microsoft's doing.
Yeah.
Basically just shit on him. It was fantastic. And then you had Mark Cerny, who would kind of just not like, at least in the public eye, he had just started being like a person. But
Yeah.
he'd been working in high places for PlayStation for like a couple years at that point. But obviously he's super big now. Everyone knows who he is when it comes to PlayStation.
What was
Oh,
that?
sorry, I was drinking water.
I was really
Okay.
expecting milk.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it wasn't milk.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's just water right now.
So yeah, I gotta drink water every once in a while. It sucks, but
My nutritionist.
could just have milk all the time.
I wanted to say,
Okay, so yeah.
let me say real quick.
yeah.
Something that was funny about the Xbox One is that, do you guys know this app called Kodi? That's like basically it's got like all the fucking 1, 2, 3 movies type websites,
Yeah.
all compiled into
Oh,
like
yeah.
Cool.
basically like a Cox like video guide type of UI. So Xbox One had that. Like you could get that, download it, and use it, but PS4 didn't. And I just thought that was kind of funny. So
Oh.
it's literally because the way it works is you look up like what you want to watch, like the video or like the movie, and then it'll filter out through like 50 fucking websites and filter out like it by HD quality, which was have fucking subtitles, shit like that. So it's crazy. It's way better than just like looking it up and going through Putlocker and 1, 2, 3 movies and all
Yeah.
that.
Putlocker. I remember Putlocker. That was on the Xbox.
Yeah.
You said.
I
This
had
kinda
that
reminds
on the
me-
jailbroke it
That reminds
first.
me on
Yeah.
the middle school, like iPhones and Androids, where the Androids had like the whole jailbreak shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And like you could get those apps for free. I remember I had the iPhone and people were like, "Oh yeah, I got this for free." I'm like, "How? Oh, you jailbreak it? How do I do that? You have an Android? No? Oh, sorry." I was
sorry.
like,
That's when
"Fuck."
you really understood that iPhone was bullshit.
Yeah.
And like, why does iPhone not have this?
What the fuck, dude? What's your die for?
Paid so much money, goddamn.
I know. Sucks.
All right. Is there another chapter to this, Michael?
I was gonna say, PlayStation, admittedly, did not have the biggest launch titles ever.
Oh, I
When they-
remember.
Yeah, when they came
Kill
out.
fucking
Knack.
Killzone, which people were
Knack.
Knack. Don't disrespect my boy Knack.
Knack's a perfect game, okay?
I do remember it was Knack, Killzone 4, which I think people were excited, but it just did
Yeah,
not
it
do
was
well.
kind of a disappointment from
Yeah.
what I heard. But
Launch titles.
they did show off shit like, Bloodborne, which a lot of people consider to be like one of the best games on that fucking console ever.
Yeah.
And then you had like Uncharted 4, stuff like that. They at least showed, and then like they had the Killzone thing and all their other like knack things or whatever that they showed off. While even though they weren't like the best, they looked good. So it made people excited.
I don't even remember some of these games. Flower, Resogun, Sound Shapes, Escape Plan, and Flow. Who the fuck?
Speaking of
What?
gibberish here.
I just don't. There's Knack and Killzone, but what the hell?
And then the only one
Alright.
Xbox had that people actually cared about was Rise, Son of Rome.
And
That
but
was-
that didn't do well
Yeah,
either.
that was not good at all. And like I said, that was the only one that people cared about.
I was about to say, what was their launch time? Both of them. Oh man, that is right. Both of them didn't really. I think PlayStation barely had the better ones, but both of them didn't really have
Yeah, they were both kind of ass.
a lot of good
Were
ones.
you guys like looking at what the launch titles were when this was happening? Because when I was like,
Oh,
dude,
yes.
when I was like a fucking, when was this? Like, I was like 13. I didn't give a shit. I was like,
Yeah,
Man.
this was 13. Well,
PS4 is cool.
I think the reason why I was because like I would listen to Creature Talk, the Creatures, and like their podcasts, and they would be talking about it, and that got me really into like the whole consoles and like the differences. So I remember I was like all this like that Michael was talking about. I remember listening to them talk about it when it first was like all announced.
What about you, Sora Michael?
What's up?
Like when the consoles were being launched at the time, were you like paying attention to these things like the launch titles and shit like that?
I did, and it was because of a friend I had.
Oh.
Where I forgot what he bought. I think it was a PS3. He's like, "Yo, check out my PlayStation 3." And I remember being there, and I'm like, "None of these games are fun." And he's like, "Yeah, but I got a PS3." I'm like, "Yeah, but what's the point if I don't want to play anything on it?"
Ooh,
And then I've always kind of thought about that every time. No?
Oh man,
That's funny.
Okay.
they did have Dead Rising 3, Xbox One,
Oh, that's true.
which I know that was okay.
Yeah,
So it wasn't the greatest though. Huh. All right. That's very interesting.
yeah.
All right. What's next in this chapter?
PS4 didn't do too much screwy throughout, right? I think there was only one thing, which was after the Me Too movement, they started going hard on censorship. Yes.
I did not know this.
Yes.
PlayStation, you said?
Yeah, PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when I talk about the censoring on PS4 games and stuff, that's the main reason why. Is because of all that.
Uh-huh. So what were they censoring?
While I'm talking about it, if you want to read about it, I'll send a link in the Discord real quick. Because I had a little news thing on it,
What is this?
What the fuck?
or whatever.
That's from Final Fantasy? No.
No, this is Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive.
Yeah, Dead or
Final
Alive.
Fantasy.
Poster boy for sexuality in video games.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Dead or
there's-
Alive.
The Me Too. I did not know this one.
yeah. Which it gets into the PS5 stuff in a little bit, but that's really the only thing that I could think of, at least, that PlayStation was kind of fucking up on in the later
Yeah.
half. But in the later half, Xbox was really coming back. They didn't make it back, but them
Yeah.
coming back was a big thing for the Xbox now. Because
Yes.
we have our boy Phil Spencer, who is out, buying all the new studios, gearing up for
God,
next
God.
gen.
He's
Making-
paying them himself.
Making Elder
Yeah.
Scrolls exclusive.
Wait.
dude.
Elijah. Or wait, Michael, do you know about the whole Bethesda thing? Like some new news about Bethesda and their titles, about it being like exclusive or not?
Yeah, that it might be.
Yeah.
Or-
Oh,
You seen,
okay.
you
Yeah.
seen the
Well, I was saying Elijah-
interview? Or read about it?
I haven't seen the interview, but I know about.
Like they didn't confirm it.
I've
They
been hearing
just
about all
like
that.
they pretty much did everything.
Wait, no, that's the thing where it's like, could this be exclusive now? And he says yes.
Yeah, like pretty much is what happened.
Yeah. I remember now.
He's like, how did he word it? He's like, we believe that the platforms we're on right now will be substantial enough for us to the point to where we don't need to go and pursue these other third-party platforms. Is like that's how I think they worded it, or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was something like
Yeah.
But yeah, I know exactly what you're
Jesus,
talking
were you
about.
leading somewhere else or something? Did I just?
Big bold moves.
No, I wanted you to
Okay,
say
cool.
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's just something like Xbox One also like not Xbox One, the Xbox Series X could possibly like have over Sony.
I was really worried when
yeah.
when people said that it was gonna come to Game Pass, like it was gonna make like I didn't know they were gonna take it off of Steam or something, and then at that point I didn't know how would that fuck up like the modding scene for these types of games if it's gonna be on the Game Pass and through the Microsoft Store and shit like that. Or they, I
I'm
mean,
sure the modding will still be the same.
well, because I feel like editing the files is a little different than from a Steam game to a Microsoft game, because Microsoft
Yeah, at least getting to
like
it.
Microsoft Minecraft doesn't have mods on it, but Minecraft on PC Java does have mods.
Oh.
Like that was just a worry that I had, and then for the potential of future Bethesda games as well.
Oh shit. All right. That might have a.
But
We'll have to see what
We'll
happens
have to
when we
see
get
what
to
they
that
do.
road.
that's if they take
Yeah,
it off.
that's only
That's
wait
if they
and
take
see.
it off Steam, but I don't think they're doing that. So,
True.
but then I don't know if they're gonna
They haven't been.
if they're
saying
gonna
anything about
push
that.
new games on Steam now.
You're right. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I don't know. Was 76 on Steam?
It is.
Yes.
It was? Okay. Because I thought I remember hearing something about it being a Bethesda
Wait,
.net
you're
thing.
right. I think eventually it came on Steam.
Oh,
but
it
at
did
first,
come to at some. Okay.
Yeah, at first it was just on Bethesda's because that was
Okay.
that whole thing where people try to refund it, and Bethesda's like, nah,
Yeah, I remember
nah.
that.
Since it's on our launch, we could do
That's
whatever we want,
disgusting.
and so they didn't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then of course, like fucking Australia has like a law against that, so people in Australia were able to actually sue them for that.
Yeah, so I was gonna say they're already off Steam, but yeah, I was like, wait, did they come back? And I guess they did. So, never mind.
Okay.
But we'll see, I guess.
Okay. Was there more with the PS5 now?
We're almost at the PS5.
Okay,
I'm sorry, it's
okay,
taken
okay,
like
okay.
40
No,
minutes to
no,
get
sorry,
here,
sorry,
but
sorry. No, it's good.
It's
That's why I
just-
wanted
it's
this one. It's
just-
the big juicy
it's
one.
just to see the flip flop that's coming up now. You know,
Yeah.
like it's interesting to see how the past repeats
man.
itself or whatever. So yeah, he was buying up buying up the studios for the next generation stuff. Game Pass, obviously, both the
Mhm.
Xbox and PC. Holy shit,
Yeah.
that's pretty incredible. There was a big
Payment
focus
plan.
on backwards compatibility, using either discs or just straight digital or whatever.
That's all the way back
They
to
went-
like the original Xbox, right?
Yeah,
Wait.
God.
they went hard on that.
Oh,
stuff.
right. I thought you meant the like
Yeah.
they did that with every console.
Oh
or something.
fuck! I might have to get an Xbox, guys.
Because
Because I could just start collecting old Xbox games now.
Oh my god, something for you
Oh
to
my
collect.
God.
Right. As opposed to the PS4's method of like either their weird streaming service or
Yeah, the
Yeah.
PlayStation.
just
Oh,
doing
yeah,
their kind of
PS
emulation
Now.
stuff and all that. It's a lot nicer when you just have the disc and you can just throw it in.
God,
And it's like, oh, it's on your Xbox now.
I
Go
just
for it.
nutted when you said that.
But PS.
I'm all for physical media, man.
Oh, dude, straight
Wait,
up.
so the
I love
PS5
discs.
is the PS5 not backwards compatible to PS3 games?
No.
It's only PS4 games.
Yes.
Yeah, at least disc-wise, it's only PS. I'm sure they're still doing their PS Now thing
Yeah.
Yeah.
and all that. So hopefully it's better because PS4's it was kind of not very
I
good.
enjoyed it for the Lego
Pretty
games.
boo boo.
I was playing Metal Gear Solid 3, and this thing was like running at like 15 frames the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
what
tried to
is
play
this?
Infamous, the first Infamous, with the PS Now thing, and it was just like I was like, "What the fuck is this? I don't want to."
Yeah,
It's
it's
weird.
pretty bad. That's why I'm hoping they make it better. Anyways, now 40 minutes later, we're finally into the PS5 and the new Xbox, right? Where shit's kind of whack. So, the censorship stuff with PlayStation's actually losing them some developers.
Ooh,
It's
Oh, shit.
it's small
Ooh.
it's small ones from Japan, mind you, but
Ah, fuck them.
so it's not like crazy, but it could be getting bigger. And I don't know the developer's name, but there's a game called Uppers, which
Uppers.
was the most recent one, where they had plans to put it on PS4, but after like all the censorship stuff that Sony wanted them to do, they just said fuck it and they're not doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the
bullshit.
it's big new one. What is it? And this part's going to be a little bit of betraying the Japanese consumers specifically. They moved their headquarters to California
Oh.
at
Oh,
some
yeah.
point. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah, and then
Uh-oh.
on top of all of it, they have they're going to do the uniformity of the controller buttons, because if you don't know, circle is actually select in Japan and X is to exit stuff
Yeah,
instead of being
Oh,
X to confirm and circle to.
it's because of
back
Nintendo
off
and
it.
all that shit.
huh. I did
Yeah,
not know that.
that's just how it is in Japan. But Sony is changing it on the PS5 so that all of them do X to confirm and circle to deny. And on top
Wow.
of like everything else that's already happening, Japan feels like, Sony's not sticking with them.
Oh, so they're
All of a
changing it
sudden.
for them.
It's weird.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
So they're basically
It's
changing it to the
it's staying
Western.
for us,
Yeah.
but it's changing for them.
It's
yes.
weird because it's like,
Ah.
what's the benefit in not just keeping it two separate profile? Like, even if you could like do it under a different language profile, like if you change the language, then it changes the orientation. Why isn't that just a separate setting? What's the benefit in that?
America.
Is it-
America
That
needs to
is-
be
it makes
everywhere.
sense.
Uniforms.
The colonizations. This is how we get
Because
Japan.
like even on emulators, they have like the little like setting you could do orientation of like X to confirm or X to escape or decline, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. They said to make it easier on developers, but fuck that means for button schemes.
Sure.
The button schemers, man.
Wouldn't that just
It
be a
does-
simple?
yeah, it
Yes,
sounds
it would
Yes.
just be a
That
simple
sounds like
switch.
Yes,
that's
it
not
would.
the
Like-
hardware.
Like that's how.
not,
That's how emulators
Exactly.
work. Like you could just set whatever buttons you want and just like
Fuck, that's how
that.
normal games work. You can just go into the settings and be like, oh, I don't want my
Yeah,
dodge to
fucking
be circle, I
PC
want it
and
to be
shit.
X.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, PC you can just switch whatever you want. What the fuck?
So-
Okay.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I don't know.
That is so weird. And it's so weird that like they're a Japanese company and yeah, they're just going I guess full western.
Yeah, they're switching everything to that, and Japanese people are not too happy about that. Because Xbox is still keeping their games uncensored, as much as they can, obviously, with the whatever laws that country set and stuff. Because that's different, but... what is it with that? And then, I don't know if you heard... I'm pretty sure you know about this, but Microsoft and Nintendo are kind of buddy-buddy now.
Little bit, yeah.
Microsoft and Nintendo?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Banjo-Kazooie and
Yeah, well, like...
Steve, so it makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, but they've been more... Like, Xbox has been helping them with different endeavors and stuff. It's been interesting.
Like,
But,
like which ones? Like,
let me see what they have done.
It's like, all right, Nintendo, like, give us Mario and Halo, all right?
Right.
no,
Like, let's put Mario and Halo.
no, you never gave. You're not gonna touch Mario.
I think I
No.
saved it. Yes, I did.
We gave you Steve, you give us Mario.
Here we go.
Oh.
One of the big ones I think I can mention right now is Cuphead.
Oh, Cuphead, yeah.
Wait,
That was
wait,
the
what
first
about
time I ever
Cuphead?
played it. Was on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
When
they had like
Cuphead was exclusive to Xbox.
it was, yeah,
That's
and then
right.
it came to Switch.
That is right. That's very weird.
Yeah.
Like not
So
with
they have,
Microsoft,
like,
it makes sense with them trying to be friendly, but just weird to me that Nintendo is actually
I know.
being friendly with them.
So I don't know how much that has on the Japanese market, knowing about that, but I feel like there's a little bit of something there if they know. And Microsoft and Nintendo are kind of cool with each other.
Well, I mean, yeah, Sony hasn't done this.
Yeah.
Like, anything with fucking Nintendo.
So that transitions well into my next point, which is the Xbox Series S or X selling out in Japan on pre-orders.
Damn.
Oh yeah, you told me this.
Yeah,
Oh.
and if you don't know, Xbox historically sells horribly in Japan every time. No
Oh
one
my
wants it there.
God.
But this generation, they actually sold out on the pre-orders and fast too.
That's crazy because even when PlayStation is like Japanese based, well, not based now, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
where they
Not
yeah
anymore.
Originally.
Which sucks.
sucks.
Oh yeah.
I'm also reading that article you sent. They gave Xbox Live on Nintendo Switch, and then there's rumors that the Game Pass is gonna go on the Switch.
Yeah.
So does that mean
It's like I said, they're really
my
close
God.
right
does
now.
that mean all the
Oh my God.
games? Because that would be no, they're not gonna.
Imagine playing Halo Master
Yeah,
Chief
I
Collection
think-
on the
I
Switch.
think
They're
you
gonna be
would
putting
be.
I would be
Halo.
streaming the fucking games on the fucking. Oh,
They're gonna be
no.
playing Halo on Nintendo.
No.
It's like
No,
look
man.
at Sawyer.
I don't know.
I don't believe it.
Why are you saying no?
I don't believe
Oh,
it.
you just don't
Hold
believe
on,
it. It
hold
is a
on.
rumor.
It is
It is a
ru-
rumor. It is a
I
rumor.
can't believe it.
I can't believe
Is it really
it has
2020?
to be
But-
it has to be select games.
But I mean, Possibly, but I mean, like, they gave them Cuphead and Hellblade, which was Xbox exclusive
Oh my
on the
God, I've
Switch.
never
Shit.
been this
So-
so undecisive on a fucking console war.
Like I said, it's pretty
And so,
interesting to see what
yeah.
they're doing with Nintendo
Yeah.
right now. It's like it's kind of crazy.
Fuck. I did not know that with Nintendo.
So-
Yeah,
I remember hearing about Cuphead going to Nintendo, but I just didn't really think of anything of it.
yeah.
So the company
I was
has
just like, oh, Cuphead on Nintendo, sweet.
I was gonna
It belongs on Nintendo Switch.
Right.
I was gonna say something real quick. The company has confirmed that Xbox Game Pass subscription service will not go to Nintendo Switch or any other rival gaming platforms.
Okay.
So they've only done it on Xbox, PC, and
PC.
they also have the mobile thing.
All right.
All right. Things can change, though.
It's true.
I doubt
can
it.
change.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
They've already done plenty though to show that. Yeah, they're definitely at least somewhat trying to work with each other, or at least Microsoft
Yeah.
working with Nintendo. Not as much the other
That-
way around, but
That would be a pretty big boost in their sales, though, if they gave the Game Pass to Nintendo as well.
Right.
Like, that's a whole other, like, market. Huh. And maybe even add Nintendo games to it.
It would be, but then
Right.
that would be taking away.
I'm just...
That would be taken away from, the want of buying a fucking Xbox to get the Xbox Pass. You know.
hmm I feel like it would be, like, split between them two. Like, Nintendo would get some kind of cut,
yeah. The other thing,
if anything that's on there.
the other
Yeah.
thing you have to remember is that it's Microsoft. It's not like PlayStation or Nintendo where they're reliant on game stuff. Microsoft doesn't make a lot out of their games compared to all of their other endeavors. They usually lose a lot of money, so so it's a little different.
Goddamn, fucking, yeah. This is a very crazy console war that's going on
Oh
now.
yeah.
All right, was there any more, Michael?
Well, we're in the current generation now, so there's some
Just weird that
definitely some stuff to talk about. PS5 games being $70.
That's
bullshit.
true. That's
Yeah.
just the exclusives, and then any other like third parties, of course, that wants to do it. But third party companies has the choice to do 60 or 70.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. though.
Yeah, but all
I
their
wonder how much
exclusives,
they'll
yeah,
pay.
all PS. Yeah, well, it's true. I know they're like Cyberpunk is still gonna be 60 though.
Is it?
on there?
Yeah.
So like they've done that. Yeah, it's already like you could just pre-order it, so that's already 60. Of course all the exclusives on PlayStation is gonna be 70, and then the only other ones is the fucking NBA games, that's gonna be 70. Other than that, no other
Yeah,
games.
and I'm
pretty
sure they're
were
still gonna have
announced.
the fucking microtransactions and shit on top of being $70
Oh
now,
yeah.
which is just BS.
Oh no, wait, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. What is that gonna be? PS5. Ooh.
Do you think the price of indie games will go up?
60 is 60 for the Assassin's Creed.
Shit, Assassin's Creed is out again. I didn't get it.
Here we go again, more Assassin's Creed.
Oh, it's good. I want one, but shit.
Did you guys hear about that whole not Peter's face, but how to get the PS5 remaster thing of Spider-Man PS4?
No. Wait, what?
No.
No?
Free master on Spider-Man PS4? What are you
Is
talking
this
about?
like a story you're leading up to?
It's imagine the entire base game, but the graphics look a little bit better. And Peter looks
Oh.
different.
Oh.
I actually never talked to them about this.
Oh, really?
Like I talked to them
looks
about the
different,
actor,
yeah.
but I didn't talk to them about the coffee.
Coffee?
Oh, the coffee.
The fuck?
Do you want to take a second for that real quick?
Yeah, let's take a real second.
The
Real
fuck?
second. Look up the
I saw you tweet
PS5
about
Spider-Man. Oh, you saw me tweet?
I didn't know
Wait,
what the fuck
what?
you're talking about.
Look up PS5 Spider-Man Peter Parker trailer. Me and Michael were fucking dying. Like,
no.
Michael pointed one thing out to me about the coffee, and then I found another thing that he didn't even notice I pointed out. Let's see.
I can't
it?
find.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
gotta
find
get
what
the
you're
trailer.
talking about.
It's literally PS5 Spider-Man Peter Parker trailer. It's the first video. Like, we're just showing you the trailer and pointing out something.
The one that's
Kinda
1 minute and
funny
17
game?
seconds?
Huh? What?
The one that's 1 minute and 17 seconds?
Yes,
Okay.
the 1 minute and
Who
17
uploads it?
seconds. GameSpot.
Okay, give me a second. I can't find it for some reason.
All right, here I'll put the link.
I looked up literally exactly what you said, and nothing came up. There we go.
Real on
Well,
YouTube?
Oh, not YouTube. I was just googling it.
Oh, okay. Wait, I want to see that as well. That's literally the first thing that popped up.
It was different. It was IGN uploaded some trailer, and then because you said minute 17, I was like, shit, it's a minute 19. I don't know if it's the right one.
Oh, it was.
You
It's
said
fine.
GameSpot. I was
but...
like, I gotta get GameSpot.
it's
Alright.
any, but yeah, I get it. So it would be a minute, like 1 minute.
Go in 1 minute.
Yep, 1 minute.
Okay.
You guys there?
Yeah.
All right, so look, pay attention to the coffee.
Look at the cup.
The coffee cup.
Okay.
The one that Peter has.
Okay.
So on 3 we'll
Oh,
go. One.
Okay.
What? Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Mm.
All right, pause it. Pause it at 102. Pause it at 102. So I remember Michael was like, it changed to brown. But then I noticed it actually, the yellow casing, the actual cup disappeared and it's just coffee.
What?
And you can literally see at 102, you can literally see through like the cup onto the
Yeah.
table.
Oh.
Like if you go slow, like if you just turn down the speed, like on 0.75, you can just see it moving and then see like cracks
So,
through it. It's just all coffee.
You can see when he places it on the table, even.
Yeah, you can see it changing
Oh
too.
my god.
Like you can literally see the handle. You see it just moving because it's just the coffee physics moving. And like the outside. So that's why I tweeted out like, yo Sony or yo Spider-Man, like what's going on with that cup?
Burning in his hand right now.
Anybody say anything about this fucking cup? No.
No. It is
This coffee
God.
cup? Haha.
Oh wait, were people pointing that out
No.
now?
That was my
Oh,
joke.
okay. Like I haven't seen anyone point this out at all.
Can't fucking believe
Like
it.
people were they were just too focused on the
Yeah,
Peter
because
Parker.
his face is in the same time, so.
Yeah. That's so funny. All right, but yeah. Sorry that little side tangent.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Alright, I've been talking my ass off for a little bit, so this will.
Alright.
What is it? Oh yeah, with Spoderman, because they're putting was it Spider-Man PS4 on PS5 and all that.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? If you want the upgraded version, you can get the PS5 Miles Morales, and you get the Spider-Man PS4 on PS5 with the upgrade stuff for free or whatever.
Oh,
But
okay.
Alright.
the weird part starts to come in where if you get Miles Morales on PS4, you can upgrade for free to PS5. But if you have Spider-Man PS4, you cannot upgrade to the PS5 version. You have to pay $20.
What? That's dumb. That's a dumb
Yes,
practice.
That's weird.
Yeah, so people have been talking about that.
Peter looks different. Peter's worth
Yeah,
$20.
we got a new Peter model.
You
It's
piece of-
$20. It's $20
Come
right
on.
there, dude.
You saw that cup. We need that $20.
What is it? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this. I don't know if you guys ever thought about this, but the PS5 digital edition obviously is cheaper, right? Which is nice consumer wise. But Xbox has their like lower spec console for $200 less, which I think consumer wise is inherently better. Because one, it's cheaper, and then the other is, or I guess not as much consumer wise, but more it doesn't play as much into the corporate, I should say, as PS5's digital console does.
I see
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Going
yeah,
through the
yeah.
trouble of having lower specs rather than just taking a whole portion out.
Yeah, taking the disc drive
Yeah.
out because PlayStation makes more money if you buy it digitally.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's that. And then obviously no discs ever. Which if you have PS4 discs, fuck you.
Oh
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So if you're a
Yeah,
PS4 person,
because it's
you
PS4
need to-
compatible.
God damn
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like as nice as the $100 off is, I think that the Series S is actually just
it.
better
But that's like,
in terms
'cause
of
it's
what
like-
it is.
you're gonna want to upgrade at some point, right? So it's like, how do you go about? You're gonna have to pay the price if you want that type of hardware, anyways. Because what's the specific difference on what the $200 Xbox can do as compared to the full-priced one? Have they said?
It's mostly just resolution and graphical quality, I think. You're gonna be able to play the same stuff, it's just not gonna look as good.
But like, does that just mean like lower resolution 4K? Is 4K gonna be possible? I don't know.
4K is not gonna be on the S. I think it's 1440p.
What's
I know
it?
that.
What's it called? Xbox Series
S.
X, right? And then oh no, SS.
Yeah, X is the big one,
Fuck's sakes.
right?
Versus. Like, this is the dumbest naming scheme I've ever fucking heard of.
Microsoft and their wonderful naming schemes, right?
Here we go. The Xbox.
This is what's sinking them.
Xbox conveniently gives us
Xbox.
what is the difference.
I just like that. Xbox 360, Xbox
Yeah.
One, Xbox One
Yeah,
S,
Xbox won't have 4K,
Yeah.
Scorpion.
or the S won't have 4K.
S will have 4K.
No, it won't have 4K. It'll have
Won't.
1440p.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I
And the
thought.
processing
Lame.
power is cut by a third. Well, it
by a
has
third.
12 teraflops. No, it is a third, not cut by a third. 12 teraflops in Xbox Series X and 4 teraflops on the S. That's a marvelous difference if I'm paying the money for that. But I don't know. And then they have the payment plan too.
Yeah, there's that. Which I wanted to bring that up too. It's holy shit.
Yeah.
No interest. Oh my god.
Fuck.
Walking out with an Xbox for free, basically.
For
Yeah,
free.
paying like
Yeah, I
30
know.
bucks.
Like it's almost like it's
one,
free.
it's like
Almost.
damn.
Dude,
I promise
honestly.
this money will get to you.
Oh, fuck. And then, dude, like, I want to get an Xbox cause just for the payment plan because it's so much easier with that. But I know I'm going to want to play
yeah.
the PS5 exclusives at some point.
Yeah.
I know.
It
Yeah.
sucks so much.
Yeah, it's the big thing PlayStation has going for it. It's all those big boy games.
Fucking exclusives.
I'm really thinking of just saying fuck it and just getting an Xbox because I don't want. I don't want to wait.
There's
Oh.
one last small thing I wanted to bring up too before ending our thing here, which is the PlayStation 5 controller is the only one you can use on the PS5, which it sounds like it's a normal thing, but when you really start to think about it, it's weird. One, because Xbox is letting you use an Xbox One controller on the Xbox Series X if you want.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so you could fully use those. And
That's funny.
the big reason that consoles always had to use like different controllers is just because of all the different technology that was coming out for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you had like thumbsticks all of a sudden and analog controls and all this different stuff that was coming out. But now we're in an era where controllers are pretty uniform and they all use Bluetooth
Mhm.
to connect to stuff. Which is why Xbox is letting you use an Xbox One controller because there's really no difference. And the only thing on the PS5 controller that they've added is their like rumble.
Yeah.
Makes it like feel like you're there or whatever, and that's it.
And
So it just
nope,
seems-
you can't use your PlayStation 4 controllers to play your new
You
games.
can't use it at all. Like I said, it's a small thing, but it is something to think about.
It is scary to see the path that fucking Sony's taking. This little
Yeah,
gimme,
that's-
gimme.
that's the thing. That's why I went through the whole history. That's
Yeah.
exactly what the
Yeah.
PS3 was, straight up.
And then they chilled
Exactly.
back for a second, and then they kind of like rode the waves, and now they're coming back, and they're like, all right, maybe we can
Yeah,
get away with a little bit more.
Because PS3 was like, oh, we're on top,
We're gonna have to
We'll do
fucking
whatever
back
we
whip
want.
at them again, guys.
and then everyone hated them, and they're like, oh fuck. And then the PS4,
X-
they're like, we're for everybody. And now PS5, it seems like they're starting to lead towards the PS3 direction again.
Then Xbox is just fucking Jesus at this point now.
That's the thing. They were
Coming
also
back.
pretty. I mean, the start of the 360 stuff, they were really good. But yeah, you see them dip down again, and then you see the PlayStation 3 dip back up, or go back up. It's basically whoever's losing is the really good guys, but whoever's winning, it starts to be they're not very
I
great.
think I
It's
just.
like they're
in
all
terms
in
of
a fucking
stuff.
teeter totter.
Yeah,
I think I just decided I'm just getting an Xbox. I'm not. In the grand scheme
Wow.
of things, with how long these are gonna last,
Dude.
I'm just getting an Xbox.
Anthony's
I
gonna
don't care.
fight you.
I'm just getting an Xbox. Like,
Ooh.
what
That's funny.
PlayStation exclusive? Like,
At the same time, you
Demon's
could play
Souls.
the Xbox games on PC.
I could, but it's like, I don't think I like what PlayStation exclusives are out already. There's the God of War. There's
Well, it's gonna be the
Spider-Man.
Demon Souls when they
There's
launch,
Demon
and
Souls.
Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
None of these I was like really banking on, really. So I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the Xbox though?
Huh?
What about
I
their
don't care about their
exclusives on the
exclusives. I'm
launch?
saying it's because it's cheaper.
Oh, okay.
And the
Yeah,
payment
it
plan.
is.
That's
That
like the
and,
easiest thing ever. And then you have all these. I already have all these games with the fucking Game Pass I'm paying for.
Right.
Because-
Ooh,
And
true.
then you can also, if you get the, the X or whatever, you could throw in like your old Xbox games or your 360 ones and your Xbox One
I got
ones.
all my 360 games I could play on a new fucking.
It's the only Xbox you need all of a sudden.
That's so much better.
Fuck, I think I'm gonna have to get an Xbox when it comes out.
When is it coming out again?
Ooh.
November.
Man,
A
it's
little bit
coming soon.
later than the PS4, huh? Like a couple days.
Don't. Release date
excuse me.
November 10th for the Xbox. PS5. November 12th. So Xbox comes out a couple days before.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
There's also the
But what
Yeah.
games do they have like on for
like talk about Xbox.
Xbox.
launch? Cuz maybe I don't even need an Xbox now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Not gonna count the games that's already for fucking
PC. Oh.
Xbox One.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think they really have any exclusives right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they're just
I think-
banking on the more powerful console right now.
Yeah, I think it's basically the Game Pass, and then you can play all your games on there, and then eventually they'll have exclusives. So maybe
Wait,
we'll wait a little
There's
bit.
Gears 5. Oh wait, no, that's already out. isn't it?
That was on Xbox One. Yeah.
Damn, straight up.
And that's the thing, cuz if I want to play games, then the newer cool games like God of War 2 and fucking
Yeah, then God of War Ragnarok.
yeah, Ragnarok.
That's only gonna be on PlayStation.
Yeah. That's definitely going to be a big thing is what do you want out of it?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's like what am I looking for the next 10 years in gaming?
Yeah.
Wait,
True,
No,
true.
there are 2 new games that are being launched on Xbox, but they're third party. They're not by Xbox. It's the Falconeer and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
That's only for
yeah,
Xbox.
those are Xbox Series X exclusives.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that's cool.
Yeah.
that's just what I saw from my
Yeah,
GN.
is
I'm
that
not
what you're gonna be
banking on
banking
it.
on?
I'm just saying that's what came up. You said there wasn't any.
Michael has a hard on for that.
Did you know about Yakuza Like a Dragon, Michael?
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Is that coming?
Okay.
Is that coming on PC?
I don't know if it's coming out on PC. I haven't seen that. I just knew it was coming out on console.
Wait, when I look it up, it says
Doesn't it?
PS5 as a platform. What the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, there's a PlayStation trailer. They announced it on
What is up,
PlayStation.
IGN? IGN is
So
lying to me.
it's
It might be launch
They-
exclusivity.
yeah. Oh, launch
Maybe.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe.
It could be.
Yeah, because these are talking about launch.
It. Well, I mean, is it? Are they saying exclusive launch or like only on Xbox or just launch
says-
titles?
Okay.
Watching with
On this chart, it says new first and third party console exclusive games, and these are talking about games that are being planned to release with the console. Is
Hmm.
what this is showing me.
Damn, IGN.
Yeah.
That's why no one likes IGN
What
anymore.
was IGN good?
Right?
Yeah. Is there any more, Michael?
No, that's about it. I think that's.
All right.
I'm sorry I took up an hour with all that, but
damn.
There's a lot of shit.
yeah, there was a lot of stuff in there. I'm
I guess
sorry that it took
speaking
so long.
of release dates, as we were talking about when things were releasing, one of the topics I brought up that came out like literally yesterday. So this has to do with Black Widow and like the release, like what's gonna happen with it. So I already talked to you guys about it, how like it was supposed to release back in May, then they pushed it to November, and then now they pushed it to May again in 2021. But yesterday, one of their biggest like investors in Disney called what's the Third Point Company, and the owner Dan Loeb. So they own a very sizable stake in Disney, and the owner, the CEO, he's very famous for writing like pretty aggressive letters to the companies that they have stakes in, telling them like you're like poorly running your company, do better.
Oh my god.
And so he wrote to Disney, and so they didn't show his like full letter or whatever. They only showed like a portion of it. But what he basically said to them was like, or one of the quotes from it was, "My understanding is that the old line executives don't want to go over the top with their big tentpole movies, which is why they announced they were pushing Black Widow and other movies to 2021. I don't think they appreciate the tiger they have by the tail, which is say the value they can drive by moving into a subscription model, which has been adopted by everyone from Microsoft to Amazon. It's valuable." And so basically the whole letter that he was writing to them, he's pushing them to just release Black Widow on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And not in theaters. So right now Disney is planning on releasing in theaters in May 2021, but with a big investor like this telling them no, like you should do it on Disney Plus, like now there's a possibility that they're gonna just say fuck it and put it on Disney Plus now.
It's the
Oh,
dumbest
fuck.
shit that somebody can fucking tell a company to do that. It is the dumbest shit that.
They
Dude.
this so I looked them up. Third Point Company, they own, let's see, I think all like their assets, they have like 17 billion in just assets.
Is that
Like,
what
under
is
management.
So
So they
it's
own-
a company of holding
So
on to
that's-
assets. What a fucking company!
Yes.
What are they doing? That's
Yeah.
That's not a company. That's not like, what are you doing? What are you giving out?
I guess, well, I don't know. So yeah, they own, like I said, they own a big portion of
dumb.
Disney, and so with that, they might have to, or not might have to. They don't have to. This is just him telling them, hey, I think you should do this, and like they'll take his word and actually consider it. Or maybe they might just be afraid that he'll pull out. I don't know, but with this kind of leads to another thing. Like if they do this, like this could lead now a lot of people are even talking about this more, that just movie theaters in general are not going to survive. Because you know how big Marvel movies are in movie theaters. Imagine like the first Marvel movie not to be in theaters. And, like that'd be a pretty big like loss. And already movie theaters are losing a lot of money.
I mean, there's a fucking virus. What do you expect? I mean,
Yeah.
I think
But even like movie theaters can't just stay closed forever,
Yeah.
until the virus is gone. Like they are losing money, and like they can't just be shut down because of the virus and other things.
yeah, I know. Sucks.
But yeah, if Disney does this, like I said, it's not gonna they're just gonna, after they fucking release on Disney Plus, they're just shut down. But it could be like almost a nail in the coffin for them. Like it could be one of the last like fucking the straw that broke the camel's back to start causing them to shut down.
True. It's pretty good.
Even if Disney does this probably would convince other movie studios to start doing it as well.
Definitely.
But it's different for
Was there any-
It's different for movie studios because it's like Disney already owns Mulan, right? So like, what game?
True, but remember when I told you about how streaming services could become the new consoles? They could talk to
I don't
Netflix like,
know, because that's like,
do you?
that'd be like them doing the whole like just doing movie theater exclusives. Then like, well, some studios do that.
Or they just put
Yeah,
it on
that's what
all
I'm
of
saying.
them.
Like they just put
Yeah,
it on all of them.
Yeah, movie studios just put
That's
it on
what I'm
all
saying.
of
I'm
them.
not really
Yeah,
worried
okay.
about there being exclusives because like you already kind of had that with like only movies that came out on AMC or Harkins. So it's like, well, it's definitely there'll be more. There's definitely got to be an increase of cases like that, but I'm not as afraid of it becoming a norm. I think movie studios will be releasing on all streaming platforms if they're gonna release it on one.
Which is fine, but when they start doing that,
Yeah,
movie theaters are fucked.
and that's gonna fucking.
So that's mostly the main point. Like, yeah, they could start after Disney does this. That's what I meant when I said after Disney does this, then movie studios are gonna start thinking like, all right, well, we should just release them on those streaming
That sucks.
services then.
That's gonna be fucked because
your popcorn.
Make your own popcorn.
The whole point of
But
like
yeah,
making a
it's.
movie is that
But
you
yeah,
have
I
you
always like
have
the
the experience in
experience.
mind. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
the audio design in mind. Not everyone has a fucking movie theater system in their living room. They got a shitty TV speaker that they're listening out of. So it's like you're missing out on half of the experience at least when you're watching it on a streaming
Disney
platform.
did say this was like a week ago, I think, or a few days. They did. Someone asked them like if they would decide like start, just releasing them on streaming. But they said that they are still looking like movie theaters are still very valuable. They're like movie theaters have been like part of our history, so we are still planning on releasing movies to movie theaters. But they did say, however, audience is the one that drives us and like tells us what to do. So like if we see like a massive shift of like audience wanting this on streaming platforms, then they said it could be a possibility. So this was just Disney. This wasn't like any other movie studios, but just Disney. But then a few days later or a week later, then that letter came out and people were like worried now, like, oh, they might do it then.
Fuck that, dude.
But yeah, so but this is just a weird situation because this isn't like movie studios just saying fuck movie theaters. What was it?
I think
Yeah.
if you release your movies on your streaming platform, in the end you're gonna be losing money. And I know like now in the current situation, movie theaters aren't getting a lot of money, so like releasing movies in movie theaters now, you're still not getting that money. It's just like, what if like when this is all over, do you think movie theaters will come back? Or do you think?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this is a weird situation because this isn't like just movie studios just saying, "Hey, fuck movie theaters. We don't like it. We want to do streaming instead." It's not like that. It's just no one wants to go to the movie theaters now because of this whole thing, and that's just causing movie theaters to go out of business. And if they go out of business, then movie studios don't have like a platform to release it on besides the streaming services, which is handled differently than movie theaters.
Yeah.
So this is just right now, like just only time will tell. But it is looking like movie theaters aren't going to be around anymore.
I see it as like maybe one of two ways, which is
Oh.
dogs. No.
Oh, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, welcome everybody.
Our special guest, Michael's dogs.
My
Special
dogs.
guest.
What is it? One? Oh shit.
Yep.
Beat the fuck out of them
Yeah, I'm gonna
now.
have to go discipline. But you have one where either streaming takes over, and I don't think theaters are gonna die, but there's gonna be a lot less of them. Like I think they'll still be
Ooh.
around.
There'll be like fucking drive-ins.
Like, dude,
They're
I want,
only
I
like
want
a few
drive-ins
around.
so bad, dude. I love those things. But I could definitely see it where like they close. Maybe they have like one, Harkins or whatever. Maybe they have like two select locations, like Arizona or something, because it's not super
fuck.
profitable to have like 20 or 30 or whatever,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. Or the other route where it's just as soon as all the Rona stuff is over, it's just all right. The streaming thing's done. We don't have to do this anymore.
Let's all go
Let's
back,
go back to
the
normal.
theaters.
Yeah, let's
Please.
all go back to theaters.
Please, I don't want to watch this at my house.
Because I think they'll stay, because there will be the people like us where we do want to go see them in theaters. I just think they'll be a lot less prevalent.
Yeah, because I guess movie theaters could still be in business, but it would just be the movie studios, like what you said, Sawyer, where like they're not getting the profit that they could. It would just be like a small
It's
portion.
really-
They don't
it's-
really.
It's the
might not
difference
care
in
for
like
it.
what type of viewers are going where, because I guess like before it was like a new movie comes out, everyone who wants to see that movie just goes to see it, even casual watchers who just know it as a new movie. We're all movie buffs to some degree. We want to see it for the experience and know the difference between good audio design and not good audio design. Now it's just every casual watcher is just gonna be at home watching on their fucking Xbox Series X, it's specially made for streaming, It's a fucking new home theater,
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the casual audience
Yeah.
is huge.
So I think
A lot of
And
cash.
Way
they
bigger than
definitely
movie
be a lot
buffs.
more into
movie theaters
streaming.
will just be like a niche
Yeah.
type thing, maybe.
But yeah, that's what I'm
Like I
saying.
said,
There'll be
for
less
fucking drive-ins.
like less theaters for people like us or whatever, where we still want to go see them in theaters. But yeah, most people will just be like, "I'll just go stream it."
Just gonna go home and stream the new Star Wars.
Final. What is
New
it?
Star Wars, yeah, Star Wars
Fast and
episode
Furious
28.
20.
I think that might
Oh
make
yeah.
movie theaters even more expensive then, because then
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, fuck.
for sure.
it's not gonna be as commercialized as it used to be.
Oh no. The popcorn's
Dude,
gonna
if the
be
popcorn's
$20.
like $20, like it like what's that?
Dude, it's already expensive as it is.
What's that movie theater? The one that's the one that the
Alamo
Draft House. Yes,
House.
it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be fucking
Alamo,
expensive
yeah.
as shit. Like $25 a ticket.
Yeah, fucking. Oh my god.
Oh,
They bring the
fuck.
Yeah,
Well,
it
they better have
definitely
good
get more
seats then.
expensive at that point.
God, I hate it.
Well, here's another Marvel-related topic. Do you guys remember what She-Hulk got announced? Like the cast, or not the cast, but just the She-Hulk herself was like announced who was
No.
going to be played as her.
I don't
So,
remember it.
You
Nah.
didn't?
I
Michael?
heard about it, but
So it was an actress named Tatiana Maslany.
oh wait, that's right. We were talking about this before, actually. Now that I think
I thought
about
me
it.
and you
yeah,
talked about
no,
it.
I remember.
So she was announced for it to play as her, but recently, just yesterday or 2 days ago, she actually came out and said this was all false.
Mhm.
And this was not true.
Oh.
She is not going to be She-Hulk.
Whoa.
Yeah, like major like news outlets reported it. Like first reported by Variety, a pretty big like entertainment news thing. They reported and said that she is going to be She-Hulk, or Jennifer Walters, and yeah, and they asked her like how come like they did that, and they're like I don't know, you tell me.
It seems it was
Oh,
just all
fuck.
about the press just blowing it up for their fucking.
Yeah, because I guess apparently
Wow.
she was in talks, but she actually turned it down. So I guess they got just that she was in talks and just immediately wanted to be the first one because they assumed she would accept it, possibly. It just said she was.
Maybe.
Yeah. So,
Like,
but
it's Disney,
like, so
you
it's
can't deny it.
right.
Yeah.
Report it.
Crazy.
Report it. Do it. So that was just funny because it was like a pretty big thing because She-Hulk, like she's a pretty big character and it's gonna be like a TV show on Disney Plus, and so people were pretty excited when she was announced, but then just came out like no, it's not fucking true. I turned it down. And then people are like speculating, they're like oh maybe they're trying to surprise us. Maybe she's just lying. But no idea.
Maybe she's just lying.
Keep it under wraps.
Reminds me of the whole
So-
the Skywalker script thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I found an article today that I was reading with Sawyer that talked about all the different like sort of roadblocks that in-depth virtual reality is gonna have and like how it's gonna be released. I gotta fucking find that again because it talks about like really into the science of like what you need to do that and how it's just like it's not even close to being ready yet. I need to find that again. For like,
For what?
For
For,
like
like-
plugging your mind into a video game, like in-depth virtual reality.
Oh,
That's what I was
okay.
talking about. And like all
oh,
that,
that's
like
not
yeah.
near.
So I gotta go
Yeah.
back. Fuck. Oh man, I don't even remember if I.
Fuck.
Like, our computers have to be on the same wavelength as our mind and shit, and it's just like, nah.
It's so
can't.
complex.
Yeah.
Full dive
virtual
virtual
want it
reality.
now.
No.
I want it right now.
I want it now.
I want it now.
Yeah, if you want it to
I want
blow
the
your
anime
brain up.
titties in my face. Sword Art Online, go.
Oh, gross.
Deep dive VR.
Dude, oh fuck.
Oh, so this whole thing about like, remember why I said people were speculating maybe she's lying about it?
Uh-huh.
So I guess like the reason why people were saying that is because Brie Larson for Captain Marvel, she faced a similar thing, where like they reported that she would play as Carol Danvers, but when they asked about her like in 2015, she was like, I don't know who she is, and like she playfully confused like that it was Captain America, but then like next year in 2016 she was announced that she was gonna be played as Captain Marvel. So that's why some people were saying like maybe
Yeah,
maybe they're just trying to
that
like
sounds a little different,
misdirect
though.
us. Yeah, could be.
She's just
Because this, I guess, is straight up like she's just saying, no, this is false.
Yeah.
This is not true.
not even beating around the bush. She's just like, what the fuck?
What the
This is some
fuck?
false ass shit.
But this is weird though that Disney themselves didn't like say anything though. Like it was her that said that she's not playing it, but
That's
Disney
true.
never came out and said it.
Well, because they had nothing to do with it, I guess.
Well, yeah, but like false reports are going out saying like, "Oh, this person's playing She-Hulk. It's confirmed." Like, wouldn't Disney come out and be like, "No,
No, only what we say.
she's not."
Only what we say is confirmed.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? What did you hear?
What did you hear?
that?
Who told you? Who
Told you
told
that
you?
shit, man. They
It was
fucking
Steven from accounting.
dog his ass. Steven.
Steven from accounting. Well, those are my two topics.
Yeah.
Not as long as Michael.
Yeah, like
But-
I said, I'm sorry about that. I didn't think it was gonna be
Okay.
No,
that.
you. Nah, you. Mine were
I found
more
the article. This is another topic that I could brush over. So it talks about like concerns and limitations of full dive virtual reality, and it talks about. It said that there were ethical, muscular, empirical, computational, and security issues with and those are like limitations of full dive virtual reality. And the first is you need to achieve reading brain signals at maximum speed and must work directly with the human neural system through a BCI brain computer interface. And there's only like 3 ways you can do that. There's like implanting electrodes in your human brain, putting electrodes on the brain surface, and then just reading through the skull and the muscle, and that's like a CAT scan. That's what we do now. And so the first 2 is like that's already off of the table just because you have to get surgery done for that. So it's like you're limited to just like little electrodes being placed on your forehead and doing shit like that. And that's really difficult because to read that accurately, it's just there's so much clutter in the way that it's being read that you have to either be refined or you have to train extensively to be able to do shit like that. And then there's shit like your muscles have to be completely still. And so like even when you're in a comatose state like VR, your muscles are always gonna be twitching just because that's what your brain does to keep you from going into trauma, I guess. So like there's that limitation. There's like little research for full dive VR, and that's just because of the ethical thing of testing out brain shit. Uh, there's insufficient hardware, computational power, and fifth, the security issues are critical. All software becomes susceptible to a hacker attacker sooner or later, and it's just shit like that.
Sword Art Online.
Huh? Sword
That's
Art
the
Online,
Sword Art
exactly.
Online.
Yeah, I figured the biggest thing would probably be even if you could read the signals, you need to have a machine that would be able to not only interpret it, but then carry out that action in whatever virtual space you're in
God.
almost instantaneously.
Yeah.
We can't do that with the technology we have now. Like just
No.
Yeah.
keyboard
I can't
to
even fucking
computer.
imagine that computer.
I was gonna say we can't even do that with like controllers and stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to do that with a brain, which moves like hundreds of thousand times faster.
Like I brought up the story earlier today. I was like, we were like timelining this shit of like when we would expect VR to be given out retail to the public, and it's like not till we're like 80, at least.
Ooh. Oh fuck yeah! 80 years old. I could be young.
Yeah, it could be
Let's
us. There we go.
Let's go. This is like the second article I'm reading just about it in general. And they always reference Sword Art Online.
Yeah,
talk
just-
about it.
It's like
Yeah,
Like,
that's
how
the
it is in
closest
there.
it's like
parallel
when we bring up
have,
Jurassic Park when we're talking
honestly.
about reviving DNA of dinosaurs. Like what could go wrong?
Yeah.
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 But what can go right? That's the true question.
Nothing.
No one
Never
ever asked
started.
that.
Dinosaurs are back. Yay.
Yeah, dinosaurs. I can ride one.
Big lizards.
Big old lizards. Fuck. No, it's very interesting.
It is.
And it's crazy that they are working on it, like experimenting with it right now.
Or they're fucking.
Not experimenting, but
Not
just
yet,
hey,
but
this
Well,
is
I'm
why.
sure- well,
they're
fucking
keeping
testing,
an
I
eye out
guess.
on
I don't
it.
know.
Do we have the technology
Yeah.
yet?
It's
Dude.
more like this is why we can't do it yet.
Oh.
So
okay.
then I'm looking at other shit like forums talking about it, and they're talking about like you can only like they've only gotten the aspects of like 2 senses, sight and sound, but not touch, smell, or taste. So if I think about touch, like if you're in a full dive VR and you can't feel the shit that's happening to you, are you gonna be limited to like using a controller? Like how would that work, controlling shit? If like if you're expected to control your body but you can't feel what your body is feeling, that doesn't make sense to me. Because then the only other option would be to have a controller in your hands, and so then you're just like,
Yeah,
Well, maybe like you just can't feel anything, but you can still grab stuff.
that's still gonna throw you for a
It'll be
loop,
like-
though. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say because it's not like normal VR. This is like you're in it. You have like it feels like
Yeah.
there's nothing attached to you, and you're just
you're
going
in
about.
it.
So it's gonna be like a
That's
it's
why
like
there's
you're
a
in it, but
tutorial.
you're just an entity.
you can't feel anything.
There's a tutorial. I don't know. I'm thinking like Overlord, that anime.
Remember Ready Player One?
It's like it
He
was
had the suit.
Ready Player One. Yeah. Oh, true. Oh, they did get the suit.
Yeah, they
huh?
got the
Oh
suit.
Going
God,
to
yeah.
feel
You got
stuff.
God, we're gonna get
But,
shot.
Yeah, like the suit, you can
Fucking
feel
stabs
it.
you.
But in the Overlord thing, I remember it was like a VR game, virtual reality, and they talked about it, or the main guy talked about it, how like in the game you couldn't feel anything, and couldn't taste anything either, and it was just their excuse, just not to have it, like the whole like feeling stuff. They didn't want like players being sexual in their
Yeah.
games and shit.
Yeah.
So like no one could like just, and then they prevented that too, but that was like the whole thing. They explained it.
Yeah,
So I guess like maybe we don't need feeling, but like I said, we don't.
I don't know. I feel like
Like,
it'd be
they
like
could always have the tutorial.
it'd be a horribly strange shock to like
Oh, I
feel like
bet.
you're in a physical space and then to grab something and there's just no feedback at all.
I was gonna say, like, you won't be able to feel
That's
clothes.
true.
You're gonna think
That
you're naked
also-
all the time.
Yeah, it's like there's gonna be
Mhm.
stuff like imagine if you're playing like a game with like guns or swords or something, and you can't get any of that
Yeah.
feedback. You don't even know what the hell you're doing half the time.
Yeah, that's true. So they do need something like
Yeah.
that then, because you got to feel like the trigger.
Yeah.
And I'll say if you feel like you're naked, dude, it's your fucking character. Big old
Yeah,
dick. Just
dude.
walk around with that. Hey.
There we go.
When
That's-
okay, what if there's like full VR movies?
Oh, like you're standing in it.
Well, that'd
Are you talking about
be
that?
like Henry Danger,
Yeah,
but just
Henry
in
Danger.
in VR.
I would.
Hardcore Henry.
Is it Henry Danger?
Yeah, no, it's Henry. Was it Henry?
Hard
Wait,
Henry.
Hardcore Henry.
You're talking-
Hardcore Henry.
Yeah,
Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore
yeah.
Henry. Okay.
Henry Danger was that Nickelodeon show.
Oh yeah, that's
What the
right.
fuck?
That's right. I knew it was fucking Henry.
Fuck.
Oh my.
So I feel like it would be like that. That'd be like the. I'm surprised they didn't do
See,
it.
I was more
Dude,
thinking-
that would just give me
Oh my
motion
God.
sickness. Fuck that.
Well, I thought of like
True.
VR movies. I thought of like you were just a bystander watching everything happening, but like obviously they wouldn't know you're there.
That'd be
Hey,
so
look, that's
weird.
Spider-Man.
That's fun.
Oh, like yeah,
Spider-Man
I was gonna
three.
say like
Spider-Man.
you're watching like a Mission Impossible thing, and you're just some dude in the crowd watching Tom Cruise just fucking fly
Yeah.
through.
Yeah. Oh my God, you gotta like fucking run and keep up with Tom.
Hey, that'd be kinda
Cruise.
fun.
I was like, shit.
That's a game in itself right there.
What'd you think about the ending? I didn't.
I didn't get to see
couldn't,
it.
man.
I couldn't keep.
I had to climb. Look, I had to climb Mount Everest to go see what was happening. I wasn't doing that, bro.
I'm sure with the we don't have to worry about stamina, but that's just funny to think about. What if like someone just like that? They're going up a mountain, someone just fucking falls all the way back down. They're like, God damn it! Like
Fuck.
I don't.
Well, I'll watch this
fuck.
tomorrow, I guess.
I'm missing the movie.
Yeah, it's like, God damn it! Well, I'm gonna have to restart.
Yeah, you just pause it. All right, give me like 2
Yeah.
hours, guys. I'll get up there.
That's funny to think about.
That's pretty funny.
I remember I thought about that idea too, just being in there, but just watching, like in there, just walking around.
Oh yeah.
But it'd just be so weird because at that point, then there's no like camera cuts, like camera angles, like to do anything like that. You're just there,
That's the best.
just watching
You
like
have to
some
follow
people,
everything.
and they don't know you're there.
You can,
That'd be so
get the
weird.
angle that you
Yeah.
want.
Dude, that'd be so weird once a sex scene happens.
Oh, dude.
Like, you're just standing in the room.
Pause it. Let me get in close real quick. Hang on.
Standing
Oh,
on the
boom,
side of the
boom,
bed.
Yeah, laying right next to them.
Guys, I have my dick out in the same room with Scarlett Johansson right now. This is awesome.
I was
Oh
gonna
my
say,
God.
I just remembered.
New Black Widow movie. Great.
New Black Widow.
I just remembered when I was a kid and I'd be watching TV in my room and I'd walk up to my TV and it'd be like it's not flat screen, it's like a CRTV, so it's like a curved sort of type of screen.
Yeah.
And my dumb bitch brain was like, oh, everything that I'm seeing right now, I'm looking through a square hole with my TV. So if I were to
Fucking-
peek over, I tried to peek over the edge of my TV. Is what I'm saying. I tried to see if I could see
Oh,
more.
nice.
If I like looked over the edge. I was not smart.
Little DLC.
I was like, I know.
You're
I was like, I know. There's something hidden.
This is
Was that
bad
one movie,
magic.
The Ring?
Yeah, the room.
Oh my god.
Yeah, where the fucking girl comes out.
Oh my god, imagine watching horror movies in that style of VR.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ! I
God.
didn't think about that. The VR thing.
You have to actually
That
run.
shit would fuck with you psycho.
You have to
At the same time, you could like walk ahead and just see fucking like Jason just standing waiting
right.
to come out. Like, oh shit, what's he doing? I feel like that'd be like, oh well, it would definitely be scary. But like, let's say someone like a speedrunner.
Speedrunner for the
Run a
movie.
game.
The movie, they just run ahead and they just see all like the monsters just standing around
I just
waiting.
thought of something.
All right, guys, this is my speed run of Titanic. We're just gonna go ahead and blow up this bitch.
Like,
Yeah, that I'd
you
watch.
run, you take the steering wheel, just drive it to the left. That's all you do.
God.
It's like we grind into the ice.
You could sit on the iceberg when the ship hits.
I just forgot about speedrunners with VR
Be
gaming.
the iceberg.
I just forgot.
Oh yeah, VR gaming. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a speed run for like Half-Life
I was thinking
Alyx.
of like
Gotta be.
But you just
Yeah.
need the full dive.
trying
Full
to do
action.
shit
Yeah.
like that. Like you gotta like actually train. Well, no, how? Fuck.
Well, I don't think you would have to train. I'm sure like if it like actual full dive thing, I bet you just feel like your top
Like-
performance. Like,
I think it
fucking
depends. I think
physical
it'd be like
feat.
one of those things where if you could trick the brain enough, you'd get like that placebo where you feel like you're exhausted and all this stuff.
I was gonna, yeah,
Oh
I was gonna
fuck.
think like, how are they gonna emulate that or simulate that if it's like all in our heads? Like, and then it's like, so is everyone gonna be running at the same speed? Is that gonna be like a set cap that they got on us, or is it like, are you limited by your own fucking mindset? So if you think you can run this fast, that's how fast you run. And that's like, what's stopping you from just training your fucking brain to not think like that?
Well, then that'd be like our
Yeah,
dreams.
it could be like some like, Matrix
um,
shit or whatever.
like what's it called? What's the thing called for dreams
Lucid
where you just
dreaming.
take control and start doing whatever? Lucid dreaming. So it just turned into something like that then. Where fuck, that's how people hack the games. They just
This is where
Yeah.
this is where they learn
Become a
to
god.
take over the other 80% of their brain. They just become the god of
Yeah,
the fucking
oh,
world
fuck
that they're
God.
playing. That's literally
'cause-
overlord.
Because what is it? In the Matrix, they have to get over that hurdle of their brain thinking everything's real, and then as soon as they do, they can like bend shit and like fly through the sky and all that.
fuck.
Could be the
Did
same.
you guys see that Scarlett Johansson
Oh my
movie where
God.
she learned to take control of all her brain?
Yeah, I know that's where
Lucy.
you got
Oh,
the
yeah.
80% from. Lucy,
Wait, that's
yeah.
where what?
I barely remember that movie.
That's where you got the whole
Yeah.
80% thing from.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
I got it from a different one, from a different thing. It was a different one
What?
from the guy who like took this other pill and learned how to use all of his brain. I forgot what that one's called. No,
Matrix?
it's not the Matrix. No.
Yeah,
The
no, he said
Matrix.
no,
There's
I
a
was like,
scene.
Matrix.
I remember this. There's a scene because he's like he lives in this shitty apartment and his landlord is like this Asian guy. And he's got a girlfriend living with him. And so like at the beginning of the movie, he's like the shitty dude, doesn't have anything to live for. Got the shitty landlord that's like talking about rent. And so then he goes to work. His friend is like, "Hey, I got this pill. It lets you use all of your brain. Don't use it too much." Gives him a fucking packet of it. And then he goes home. He took one, so he's using all of his brain at this point. He gets there and he like, for some reason the girlfriend is like talking to him now, saying like, "Hey, my boyfriend he wants the money that you owe him." And like the dude using all of his brain is like a total smooth man, and like sees that she's like studying for a college exam.
Oh, what is that?
You
movie
know what I'm
called?
talking about,
Fuck.
Sawyer.
I do know what you're talking about. It's Cooper. What's his name? Bradley Cooper.
Limitless. Yep.
Yes.
Limitless?
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh shit.
Oh
I
shit.
didn't finish it, but I remember the beginning.
You remember
I
that?
didn't finish it.
Yes, I do.
2011.
Oh my
shit.
god, I need to finish it.
That
Heard
was.
it's good.
There's a show about it on Hulu, I think, but it's different. It's like a little side or spin-off.
Nah, I want to watch the.
No, the movie's good.
Whatever.
Wow.
No, that's where I figured out the whole 80% thing. Fuck you, not from Scarlett Johansson.
Huh. Well,
Well,
Lucy.
Same idea.
Same idea.
Yeah, it basically is because Lucy, she just fucking gets injected with a drug that unlocks
no,
it
hold on.
permanently.
She's a drug mule and the drug inside her leaks,
Uh-huh.
and that's how she's able to use it all.
Well, that's what I meant. Like the drug
I know, I'm just
fucking
being a
gets
bitch
in
'cause
her.
He said she got injected like she meant to. She
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
It was against her will. This
Oh.
dude took a pill because he knew what it was gonna do.
Well-
It's different.
Yeah. What the fuck? I didn't. Well, I said she got injected. I didn't say she injected
Yeah,
herself.
but you act like-
So it
Alright,
was done
whatever.
against her will.
It wasn't injected with a needle.
Yeah.
That's not what happened.
Yeah. Like I just knew the fucking drug got in somehow.
And then she became everything.
That shit became everything. Was
Yeah.
Morgan
She
Freeman in
became
that
God.
Mhm.
He was.
movie? Yeah.
Yep. He was the one. He was the character that talked
That's-
about the
that's
whole
why I was-
myth.
okay.
10% myth.
I was like, I know Morgan Freeman is in one of these movies. Fuck.
Ah.
Hmm.
Morgan Freeman's always in
You
some
guys see
movie.
March of the Penguins?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Will you
yeah,
voice
he did.
it?
That was
Narrate
the whole
it.
big deal, I think.
My
Yeah, that was
name's
the selling
Morgan.
point.
Yeah.
That's Morgan
Look at
Freeman.
these
Nobody
penguins.
like that's why you know about this weird documentary that nobody else like. Nobody talks about documentary. No.
Oh, I
I'm
knew
saying,
about
like,
it.
There's no other
Yeah,
documentary
but that's why.
that
Oh.
people bring up. Like, who else talks about a documentary like March of the Penguins? I think it was huge for some reason.
I don't hear anyone talk about it.
Yeah, but you bring it up, people know about
I just
it.
knew. Well, I knew it was huge. Yeah, because I know it was just marketed. I don't remember ever like hearing
Wait.
Morgan Freeman, and I just knew. I just knew there was fucking
Okay,
March
I-
of the Penguins. It was some.
Yeah,
There was some other
who
ones. I
fucking
remember like.
markets a documentary?
Yeah, well,
like
I mean,
that?
I didn't give. This came out 2005, so I didn't give a shit when I heard about it. I was like, oh, cool,
Was
penguins,
Morgan
whatever.
Freeman
No
narrate?
penguins.
That was like all the documentaries. Like I remember there was a bear documentary, and then there was a monkey documentary about it, like getting lost from its pack or whatever, and I had to get back. They were just
You
fucking
ever
following
see,
it.
You see those Disney documentaries that they would do? They did one for like
Then they pushed off the little gerbils,
what?
little prairie dogs. They pushed them off. Yeah, there was a Disney movie or documentary about these like little gerbil things, and I guess like they'll fall off cliffs by
Oh
themselves.
god.
But they couldn't get them to do it for the film, so they
No.
just literally
No.
bomb rushed them
Oh
and like
my
had them fall
God.
off. Yeah, yeah. You didn't know this? You guys didn't know this? This is a dark Disney like
Oh
thing
my
back
God.
then. Like they purposely like they made those little fucking prairie dog gerbil things like just
oh,
run
Oh
off
my
this
the
is from the
God.
and die.
1950s. This makes a lot
Oh,
Yes,
more
this is
sense.
old.
okay,
It's
that
an
makes
old one.
sense.
This
So
isn't
much more
no.
sense.
This is like fucking 2020. Like, you're
Okay,
just
yeah,
new movie
1950s.
guys.
This is
This makes,
different.
this makes
Yeah,
so
this is
much
way
more sense.
back
Is
then.
there videos of this?
I know. I was like this
What animals
2006
were they?
thing or
Van-
something. I was like, what is
The
going on?
Vanishing Prairie trailer. Let me look at this.
It was prairie dogs. Okay.
The Vanishing Prairie.
Yeah, that was during a time where they would just fucking kill animals,
Yeah,
like horses,
absolutely.
and like war movies.
So I got those like no animals are harmed in the making of this film though.
I'm
Yeah.
watching. I wonder if they're. I just see them chasing each other, but man, for the 50s, I didn't expect them to be this good.
What the
Shit! Look at
fuck?
this tracking. Look at them.
Look at
Look
this
at 'em, dude.
tracking.
Pretty
Look at
good.
them. I thought they were rocks and stones.
Look at them.
No, but I was talking about the documentaries of like, they did one for monkeys and elephants and tigers, I think, and those were a little more wholesome,
Yes.
not fucking artificially.
Let's go chase
Yeah.
them off.
What artificial, like, you might as well just shove them off with a fucking bulldozer, Jesus, like,
Oh, they're called lemmings.
lemmings? Is that what you're talking about? Wait. Disney.
I-
Lemmings.
I think that's what they were
Film.
called.
Oh. White Wilderness. Oh my
Oh,
god.
there they are.
It's proper.
Wait, let me see. What'd you look
Yeah,
up?
I think the one you were looking. I think the one
Oh
you were
my
looking
God,
at
I
was
think-
actually a modern documentary.
Did Disney fake Lemmings' death
It's
for
lemmings.
Juan? Did Disney fake Lemmings' deaths for the nature documentary White Wilderness? Stage lemming death scenes. Hold on.
In the second video, you'll see how similar film footage was created. Captured lemmings were placed on a turntable to simulate the migration and chased over a cliff into the sea. So, like I said, like they do this in the wild, but they couldn't fucking find it naturally, so they just fucking placed them, and then it's like, come on, fucking jump.
That'd be like you have like a lion chasing a deer and the deer escapes and then they
Sure.
just fucking shoot it. And then they're just like, all right, get the knife so we can cut it open. So it looks like the lion got it.
Basically. Yeah, 1958. White
and then
Wilderness.
herding them off a cliff and into the water. 9 different photographs, spent 3 years shooting and assembling footage of the various segments. It is not known whether Walt Disney approved or was aware of the activities. The principal photographer of the Lemming sequence.
Just watching them fall.
So good.
They're just jumping. Like, they are jumping in the water, which I'm sure some survived, but there's
Yeah.
definitely some that did
Yeah,
not.
and you know, there's just some guys up there who are high-fiving each other.
Like, oh, fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
we
finally.
did it.
God damn, we can go back in the fucking trailer
Go
now.
home, guys. Killed him.
That's the. Oh my god. Alright.
I'm surprised
No.
you didn't know about
That's
this.
fucking hilarious, though. That's like, that makes
A
that makes me
million.
think of the.
Oh, man.
1.2 million views on this.
That makes
That's
me think
funny.
of the fucking dog that had to get spit
Oh.
on for due date. You guys
Oh, yeah, I
remember when
remember that. You told me that.
what was that movie that had the controversy because they like traumatized a dog
Oh,
filming
God.
a water scene?
It
A
was about
Dog's
the
Life.
it was about the person that, like, yeah, Dog's Life. I remember
Do
that.
you guys
That was
remember that?
recent.
When that controversy
I
came
can't
out?
remember
Do you
that.
remember the Dog's Life? The movie
Oh
that
my
came out.
God. They're just rolling down the
I
hill.
do remember that.
He's watching it.
I was watching him float through the ocean. I'm like, what is this,
Oh my
dude?
god.
Oh wait, no, it's
Oh,
called A
Dog's
Dog's
Purpose.
Purpose.
So I don't know. There might be a video of it on water scene.
Yeah, I guess they were trying to get him to cross the water,
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
didn't want to.
Oh
and
my
so they were
God,
just like,
this is-
fucking go in there, and they
It's on
grabbed
TMZ.
him and put it
TMZ
in
has
there.
a video of this. Of course, they latched onto it, but they needed to film a water scene with this German Shepherd, and they just pretty much forced it to get into running water, and that was like a huge
Oh
controversy.
my god.
I don't know.
Oh my
There's a video
God.
if you guys want.
That's horrible.
They're just throwing it into the water.
Oh yeah, he is so
I
scared.
don't know if I want to
Yeah,
watch that.
if you're not, I mean,
Keep throwing them. Keep throwing them. Don't stop.
Keep throwing him. You're still
Yeah.
watching the Lemmings. God.
wait, what are you watching?
The Lemmings video.
Wait, I don't even see that. You're talking about the one that has 2 million views?
Yeah. Or about.
Oh shit! I'm seeing a lot of things. People are saying that video was like had a bad context about it. Like it was edited to make it look more shocking than it actual was.
Well, yeah.
Like yeah, for the dog.
Oh.
Because in that when they were like putting the dog in there, they were
So
actually
he's like,
trying to
"Duh."
train it to get. They were trying to train it to get used to it, and so that's why he kept on like putting it back in, to taking it out,
Well, yeah,
putting it
you
back
can
in,
even
taking
in
it
the
out.
video that they showed, you can even hear him saying like, you know, you put a foot in and then go
Yeah.
farther and stuff. But at the same time,
And they were saying the pool was like much calmer than it actually like looked.
Like, yeah, that's cool and all, but where's the footage of then the dog doing the scene and being calm?
In the
in
movie.
in the movie.
Oh, damn. Can't believe they just killed all those fucking lemmings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how we started off with PlayStation and Xbox and then went to Lemmings
Yeah.
killing themselves.
Yeah.
Or forcing
cycle
Lemmings
of
to kill
life.
We're
themselves.
almost at 2 hours now.
I was about to say, this is probably a good point to stop.
Alright.
Yeah.
Got a lot of topics, you know.
True,
Almost
true.
2 hours. Any lasting things?
See you guys next year. And
See you in a year.
Yeah.
See you next year in 3 more
Yes.
months,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
But reality, we'll try to do better. But
see
see
ya.
ya, everyone.
See you.
Goodbye.